In today's video, I will show you how to bake a Baumkuchen, a tree cake. And the German tree cake is made with lots and lots of very thin layers. And I will show you how we make this. Before you skip the ingredients part, I want you to know that there's a printable recipe on the blog post and you will find all the quantities there, and you can switch between the metric measurement and the US customary measurement. So if you prefer cups and ounces over grams, that's fine with me. Just head over to the blog post and switch between these measurements. Alright, so what you need is 12 eggs, 100 grams of marzipan, 30 milliliters of rum or some water and rum extract, a little bit of vanilla extract, 3 grams of salt, then you need 350 grams of sugar, 250 grams of butter, 125 grams of flour and 125 grams of starch. It can be either cornstarch or potato starch, whatever works best for you. Then later I will need some apricot jam and some chocolate to glaze the cake. So baking pan options. I would usually use this baking pan. It's a little bit too large actually. I would prefer to be at like 9 inch. I think it's 10.5, but usually it will do. The alternative would be using a loaf pan. That works too. It looks very nice too. But today I've decided to make 2 smaller ones and freeze one of these for Christmas. The first thing I need to do is to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Okay. Now in my next step I'm using the marzipan. If you want to make marzipan from scratch, it only needs 3 ingredients. It's very simple and the recipe is right here. So I crumble this a little bit and I'm adding a little bit of water, and also I'm adding some rum extract, and as mentioned before you could also use some real rum, like 30 milliliters of it, and put that in instead. Okay, now I'm starting to mix this slowly and then increase the speed, and I want this marzipan to become kind of soft and like a soft mixture. Okay. So here you can see this has become kind of mushy consistency, and that's what I wanted. Now I will slowly add the egg yolks one after another. And now I'm adding the butter. And of course the butter has to be very soft so it can be incorporated. Okay, and let's add some speed so that this gets a really nice incorporatedness. You just saw me adding some vanilla and also the salt, and I mixed this for, I would say, 4 minutes, and you see that the color is much brighter than it was before. I'm scraping down the sides now and give it one more quick whisk, and then I'm ready for the next step. Now the next thing to do is to whisk the egg whites, and adding the sugar. And I whisk them to the point where it's stiff, but not overly stiff, so I can still mix it into the other batter much better than if it's too stiff. So this took a while. Now the egg white has the consistency that I want, so it's stiff, and when I take some out, it creates these little thingies. It falls down, and that shows me that it's just to the point where I want it. If it's over whisked, then it's difficult to mix this into the egg mixture. So that's what I have to do next. So I'm using some of the egg white and mix it in just with a spatula. And then I add a little bit of the flour and some of the starch. I mix this in. And it's easier to make this in portions. Sometimes in recipe I put everything in at once, but it turned out that it's really difficult to incorporate it that way. So that's why I make this in smaller portions. You can also use a sieve to sieve the flour and the starch. Okay, let's add some more of the egg whites. And there's no baking powder in this recipe. The fluffiness comes all from the egg whites. Okay, and I go all the way to the bottom to make sure that I really have everything mixed in. And now my batter is ready to be used. So now the trick to get these layers in the cake is to bake that in layers. And that is something very interesting. Usually when you buy a Baumkuchen, that shape is different. It is like it has a hole in the center, and it's like a huge donut maybe, and they usually put it on a roll, and this roll is dipped into the batter, and then it will be lifted towards a grill where it takes some rounds, and then it goes back into the batter and back to the grill. So that's how they make the different layers, and I can kind of do that at home with the grill or the broil of my oven. So I show you how I do this now. I've prepared my 2 baking pans with a little bit of baking sheet in here, and what I'm doing now is I add some of the dough, but not very much. And I spread it just on the bottom. And you can see how thin of a layer this is. So very thinly. Same with this one. And I've set the oven to broil, and I will broil this now for a very short time, just until the top has caramelized, and then I will take it out and add the next layer, and I will continue to do this until the whole cake is all the way up. And I see that this one already gets a slightly brown color here on this side. You can see it, I hope. So take these out. And now I'm adding the next layer, and you have to be careful because These baking pans are of course hot now. Just a very thin layer. And as you can imagine, this is gonna take a while now. So this is the second layer. And it goes back into the oven. This is what the baked cake looks like before I decorate it, and it turned out that I had enough batter to make a third cake, and I've decided that I will freeze this one for Christmas and stack these ones. It's just too much fun to not do it. Okay, so I have heated the apricot jam here, and I will just glue these together with a little bit of the jam. Like this. Ah, very nice. And now I will cover the entire cake with a little bit of the jam. Okay, and the chocolate is already melting on the stove, and I'm waiting that the jam is cooling down, and then I will cover the cake with the chocolate. I've melted some dark chocolate with some semi-sweet chocolate. And you can use the chocolate that you prefer, either dark chocolate or semi-sweet. So I'm now trying to get this as even as possible. And I'm now covering it from all sides. All right, and this has to go into the fridge now so that the chocolate can set. And once that's done, I want to cut it open and show you how it looks from the inside. Now let's take a look into this cake. It's not completely set yet, but I'm running out of time here. It's already 6 p.m. and my family will come down for dinner very soon. So I want to finish this video. And so you see it's a little bit still wet, the chocolate here in the center. But I think that's okay. So here we go. Oh, this looks really, really good. Let me lay this down so you can better see how this has turned out. So here you see all the different layers of the cake, and you see some got a little darker than others. That's when I had the cake pan just a little bit too long in the oven, but that's okay, it didn't burn, so it's just showing here a little bit. That's nice. I think it looks very good. Let's show it here to the camera. This cake also stays moist for a really long time, so especially if you cover it with the jam and the chocolate. It's an absolute delicious cake. It's one of our best Christmas treats. So I hope you enjoyed this. Try this recipe, like and subscribe if you like this, and stay tuned because there will be another video coming up in just a few seconds.